see on display here, both on a deep comeback is going to be the first route, and then actually no, the first route is just a regular hitch pattern, so not really an arm strength thing there, but the second one's going to be a deep ball, so that'll be a little bit better. So anyway, for the first throw, what we see with Josh is one, and I like to start with how he takes the ball away, because there's so many people that send in videos to me or also that come into the lab where the first thing that they do here is they let that elbow bow up. And they also, another common thing that I'll see is the ball not going horizontal. They just take the ball kind of straight back. And we see the guys that do it the best, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, they're all taking their ball back just like so. Okay, the elbow comes up, the ball comes up. It's about even, about parallel with how the football is with the arm, and then from there, it's really trying to drive that elbow through. So see how he does that very well, and that makes it so the ball doesn't get too far behind the head, and the ball ends up kind of traveling in a nice circular path that way. Okay, so what happens if you get that ball too far up, the ball stays low, the elbow comes up, then the ball gets back too far behind the head here, and then just too much to kind of get your arm all the way around, and the arm ends up coming out to the side. What he does a good job of, as he's coming through, the ball comes, or his hand comes straight out right towards his target, so he's able to maintain good accuracy, okay? But that's just with the arm efficiency, being able to get the ball out of his hand quickly, and that's one thing that he also has. Not only does he have arm strength, but his quick release is also one of his big value adds as a potential NFL quarterback, because you got to be able to get the ball out of your hand quickly when it gets to the next level. Okay, the next thing is the strength and how he's getting the strength from his body. And what he does is, if you see, look at how fast he gets that front foot down. So he goes and he loads, so you can see how tall he is, right? I think he's about 6'3", 6'4". Anyway, he goes, and when he loads, he sinks down in that back leg. Okay, and he gets that front foot down. Okay, but when that front foot down, notice where the knee is. The knee, there's a pretty big angle from his foot to that front knee as he begins this weight transfer, but most of his weight is back. Okay, and now he's going to push off that back leg hard and really twist that knee. So now he gets to the point where that knee is actually basically right over the foot, and that's where he gets the force from. Okay, he has the force because his foot's down, the knee's so far on the inside, he has most of his weight shifted on that back leg. First thing he does, he goes, boom, I'm going to twist that knee, that back knee, make it so it's facing straight down. I'm going to rotate in the hips, and as I'm rotating in the hips, he's creating that separation there, so you can see how open up those hips are while he still has, the shoulders are still perfectly closed. So the hips now rotated open, hips are now closed, and now he uses all that torque to generate the throw here. Boom, rotation in his trunk as he's coming through, and then because he's really efficient with his arm, he's not wasting very much time with the throw. Okay, so he does a really good job of staying efficient during his throw. I mean, overall, mechanic-wise, really good. Okay, this one's going to be a deep ball here. Same type of thing with the deep ball. So the big mistake that I see with guys is the difference between when you throw a short underneath route compared to a deep route. And what Josh does a good job of, now he's throwing the deep ball and he still just gets that foot right down the ground. Okay, you can't see as good here how he's getting the foot down, but you can see, so his foot down, you can see as he comes through that it's not, he doesn't have a big step here. Okay, so see how his foot's probably right about behind the yard marker here, the 16-yard marker, as he's going to push off and transition his weight forward. You can see that he doesn't overstride, right? So you can see here where his foot's at back foot, doesn't overstride. Okay, what he does with this throw compared to the other throws, he's just a little bit more upright. So he's standing up higher, but then he bends the shoulder. His shoulders are the top, or the front shoulder is more upwards, the back shoulder is more downwards as he's loading, and that ends up affecting the trajectory. Okay, but in terms of the hip rotation, that's still the same. See how much he gets that hip through first, and then it's keeping that shoulder back, and then really rotates hard within his trunk, and that's where he gets all the power. Okay, it's really that trunk generation. So he tries to rotate his hip to get that hip to open up, tries to keep those shoulders closed, creates what's called that disassociation, and then he rotates hard and really flings that hand straight on through, and that's where he gets all that force from. I think a big thing to actually talk about as well here is notice that wrist, right? So as he's coming through, boom, big flick of the wrist, okay? And I think that's an important part as well, okay? We need to start thinking about, as quarterbacks, when you're coming through, really trying to drive through with that wrist, really trying to flick that wrist, and I think he does a good job as he's coming through of flicking that wrist. You can see how he goes and really tries to turn that pinky upwards as he's coming through, and that's also a big way of how he generates force. But in terms of, you know, how what Josh Allen does, that's really a big differentiator. What you could really take away from is his ability to get that really good quality disassociation. Okay, and so when he goes through that throw, there's not a lot of wasted overall movement, and that also helps him out as well with the release times. Okay, so I think as a top quarterback, in order to get really good force in your throws, you have to have good disassociation, being able to rotate those hips, keep that shoulder back, and then also be very efficient with how you bring your arm back. And I think, you know, they both work off of each other. Okay, so that's Josh Allen there. You know, I think really good overall mechanics, and I think that's why he's able to throw as well as he does. And yeah, I mean, it was very similar when I saw Carson Wentz when he was coming out of college, in terms of his overall mechanics. I think Josh Allen is another guy, small school guy, but has really good mechanics, and I think that can translate over into the next level. So check out another one of our YouTube videos. We have a lot of different things there where we teach you guys how to throw better, run faster, just overall exercise that can keep your body safe. We also have a membership where we go even more in depth. Everybody that's joined the membership, and the more guys that we have sign up, the better reviews that we're getting, just because we give so much clarity into how to throw a football, how to throw a baseball, how to run faster, what exercises you need to do as an overhead athlete. And so I'd say definitely sign up right now. When you sign up, you get 30 days for free, so definitely take advantage of that. And then the last thing is we have a throw breakdown. So if you're an individual and you're struggling with your throw, you're struggling with your mechanics, send in your video. We could take a look at that information, and we can give you exercises to do that are specific to you. Do a breakdown that's very similar to this. We'll go and slow it all down, show you exactly what you need to work on, and then you'll be on your way. You'll have a good roadmap of how exactly I need to change my throw, what exercises I need to do in order to make the biggest difference in my mechanics. So, yeah, as always, thanks for checking out these videos. We'll keep them coming to you, and we will see you soon.